Ladies and gentlemen, V3 is out, and I'm going to be here to update you guys on the changes. So, the changes to Aventurine start off with his ultimate. Before, it would increase his speed by 25% for 3 turns. However, now it increases his speed by 30% for 4 turns. On top of this, the energy cost to reach his ultimate has been reduced from 140 to 130. After this, there's only a small wording change in his talents. On top of this, there is another small wording change in his technique so that it doesn't consume technique points when no enemies are hit. Then we have a bit of a multiplier buff on the bounce for his elation skill, going from a 15% for each instance to 18% each instance. After this, we have the enhanced version of his elation skill, which has also been buffed, once again, from a 15% per bounce multiplier to 18%, right? And here is probably one of the more significant buffs for the Fua team, which is where a lot of people want to use him in. It's now changed in his traces. When Aventurine deals damage using his elation skill, it is considered as launching a Fua attack. This is pretty big news, as this means that in the Fua team, he can finally take advantage of the buffs that Ashvale actually gives. And then it also says down here that they added a description for the elation skill having the ability to count as a Fua attack. So Fua teams are definitely stronger, or should definitely be stronger now. Alongside this, they've removed his defense traces and replaced them with elation boost by 10%. After this, we have his E1, which got changed. Talent is enhanced. When fervor reaches 10, 20, or 30 points, immediately uses his enhanced elation skill. With his E2, there's a new part added saying when fervor reaches 40 to 50 points, also triggers the talent to use his enhanced elation skill, and after using it, additionally grants 4 points of fervor, right? So, those are all of Aven's changes. An increase to his base multipliers on his bounce, his damage, or at least his elation skill, now counts as a Fua attack, and his traces have been changed to actually give him elation boost instead of a defense percent increase. So he has gotten buffed. How much this affects his teams, in the elation teams, I don't think these changes are all that big of a deal. You really just only benefit from the bounce multiplier increasing. However, in his Fua teams, it should definitely increase his performance there, right? And next, let's move on to Robin. Robin's changes start off with her Memo Sprite talent. Wait, actually no, I completely lied. It's all just wording changes on the Memo Sprite talent. When it comes to the Memo Sprite skill, also wording changes. When it comes to the skill, also wording changes. Okay, yeah, so they made it easier to build up her vibes. I was right. Let's go. Okay, so advances the action of one designated ally unit when using ult on them. Generates 20% of their max energy. Then this character gains the special guest effect. When the character with special guest attacks, Robin additionally gains 2 points of vibes. This character and her summon cannot advance the actions of other friendly targets. So as you guys can see, before this it was Robin additionally gains 1 point of vibes. Now it's 2. So they did fix that a little bit, but why is it called a summon? It changed from Memo Sprite to calling it a summon. Huh. That's interesting. Is this a nerf to possibly Cyrene's stack gen? Or am I maybe just overlooking it? I'm probably just overlooking it. but a very small change to her ultimate where the person she targets can now generate more vibes when they attack. Talent, wording change, up to a max of 12. The first time Robin gains vibes on any unit's turns, if she has groove, she consumes 1 stack of groove. Okay, nice. Okay, I do believe that this is a increase to her energy regen on ally turns, right? Before, it was when Robin takes a turn, if she has groove, she'll regenerate 3 energy. Now it's on any unit's turn. If groove is available on Robin, it'll consume a stack and it'll regenerate for her 3 energy. So another thing I was right about. It seems like they're increasing her energy gain from allies to make the ultimate action advance a little more consistent, which is always nice to see, right? After this, we have, I believe, just a wording change on the E1. Same thing for the E2, just a wording change. And E6 got some changes. Increases the ult type res pen of ally targets by 20%. Robin's ultimate can be stored up to 2 times when entering the fever state for the first time or at the start of a fever countdown turn in this battle. Immediately regenerates 140 energy. Okay, so the original version of her E6 was completely focused on increasing the damage output of Robin, but the new version of this E6 is more focused on generating more ultimates for Robin in order to trigger more action advances, right? So, those are the changes. Robin basically got mostly wording changes, but her energy regen capabilities are now much better since allies can now passively generate energy for her through taking turns while she has the groove stacks available. And whenever she uses her ultimate on an ally now, they'll generate a few more resources from attacking in comparison to before. And for Aven, his bounce damage multipliers got buffed, and alongside this, his elation skill now counts as a Fua attack, allowing it to be buffed by Ashville's Fua buffs. So yeah, that is everything, my friends. Hope you have a great day, hope you have a great night. That's the V3. And peace out. Admittedly, I'm milking this a bit because I'm 20 seconds off of the 8-minute mark. However, this should also increase Robin's synergy in the Fua team and fast-acting teams, like for example Sabers, in which she's able to get a lot of self-action advance, and as well as have the follow-up attack with Gilgamesh. So this is honestly just a buff by Robin SP, which is pretty impressive. It's not the most game-changing thing in the world, but it's really, really nice QOL for Robin to have, making those action advances a little more consistent, and the vibe stacks being a little better to handle as well. Robin SP is looking like an absolutely amazing pull, and like I said in previous videos, even before these slight buffs, I do believe people should be on the lookout for her value-wise because of how exceptional she is. Have a great day, have a great night, peace out.